Here's why downsizing can sometimes be a trap and why sometimes staying put can actually pay off. Did you know that for many retirees, downsizing actually backfires, leaving them with less money, fewer memories, and a lot more stress? Today we're going to dive into why staying put in your home might just be the smartest move that you make in your retirement. My name's Peter Fabry. I'm a mortgage broker for 25 years and the founder of Rewind Mortgage, a reverse mortgage information site, which is actually a division of my licensed brokerage. And you can find all the licensing numbers for each province in the details section of the main page. I specialize in helping Canadians 55 and older navigate reverse mortgages with clarity and confidence, as well as helping them find similar products with no payments for people that don't qualify for reverse mortgages or who need a little bit more flexibility or more money than a reverse mortgage can offer. This channel is all about honest, pressure-free education. And if that sounds good to you, then please make sure to hit the subscribe button. So let's start with a truth that people talk about. It's extremely common to still have a mortgage in retirement, and that can be by choice. Whether it's a traditional mortgage, a reverse mortgage, or a home equity line of credit, or some combination of the above, many retirees tap into home financing to keep their cash flow up and their lifestyle options open. Now, before you roll your eyes, hear me out. These are not signs that you've failed at saving for retirement. They're tools. And with interest rates still near historic lows, especially compared to the 80s, a flexible repayment option where homeowners can carry a mortgage well into their golden years can be done so without breaking the bank. So this brings us to downsizing. The classic advice is the kids are gone, the house is too big, time to move to a condo or a retirement home or even a care home. But downsizing has a lot of costs and hidden headaches if you aren't careful and you don't tally up those costs. Condo fees, maintenance fees, special assessments, rent, care home costs, health provider costs, moving expenses, renovation costs, legal fees, realtor fees. These can all add up to tens of thousands of dollars. And when you sell your big home, you leave equity on the table if the market is low when you sell. There's a difference between feeling like you have to sell now or wanting to sell when the time is right. So don't forget about care homes as well. They have long wait lists. They can cost thousands of dollars. When I was looking with my wife for a retirement home for my mother-in-law, who wanted to go initially to a retirement home, the cost was between $4,000 and $6,000 a month. Care facilities, even more. It depends on the amenities and the level of care you get. Now think how much you can do with that money in your own home. Whether you're hiring people to help you around the house, for meals, or renovating. These costs can easily eat into your portfolio faster than you can say reverse mortgage. So contrast that with staying in your home. You can refinance either with a traditional mortgage, depending on what you qualify for, a HELOC, again, depending what you qualify for, or a reverse mortgage to pull out equity at today's low rate. Now, you can use those funds to update your home, cover large expenses, or even just pad your emergency fund. And here's the thing. Over time, homes in desirable neighborhoods generally appreciate faster in terms than smaller condos, or any smaller home for that matter, especially in today's market where there are literally tens of thousands of condos on the market, prices dropping weekly and nobody buying. In fact, some people are walking away from their deposits on condos because the condos have gone down so much in money, it makes more sense for them to actually just walk away. Now let's just say, for example, you have a house that's now worth $600,000. The mortgage balance under $200,000. You could refinance that mortgage into a low fixed rate or even tap into extra equity tax-free through a reverse mortgage or a HELOC, giving you a cushion without selling. That cushion could handle renovations or just take you through until the market turns back around and your house is worth more. But you know, it's not just about the dollars. There's real value in staying in a home full of memories, right? Grandkids know where the cookie jar is. Family dinners on the back deck. These are not things you can replicate in a generic white-walled small retirement condo. Your home is the backdrop to decades of milestones, birthdays, anniversaries, first steps, graduations, and it's worth something. If you focus the lens even further, studies show that people who age in place, meaning they stay in their homes, have better mental and physical health outcomes, stay more active, and report higher life satisfaction than those who move into an institutional setting. Okay, so now what about maintenance? A big house does take upkeep. Roof repairs, lawn care, snow removal. Here's where you can roll equity back into your own home. Renovating individual high needs areas first. Think widened doorways for potential wheelchair access or walk-in showers. And rather than tackling everything at once, you can stagger projects. Tap into a little bit now. If your house goes up in value, you can actually have your home reassessed and increase the limit on your reverse mortgage so that you can tap into more later. Now, you can keep your home modern, lower maintenance costs, still enjoy the full equity growth over time. Now let's talk about services. You can hire in-home support for a fraction of what a home care is going to charge you that with markup. Personal care aides, housekeeping, meal prep, yard maintenance, you name it, you can hire it. You can get family to help you hire these people as well. And don't forget, grocery stores even deliver for free, let alone skip the dishes or Uber Eats. I see when I go to the grocery store all the time, posters that advertise free home delivery. It's just we're accustomed to going to the grocery store. But if you didn't want to or you couldn't, you can order food in. Especially after all these years, you know what you like. Having familiar surroundings can help stave off cognitive decline. Being in your own space where every book on the shelf tells a story, it keeps your brain engaged. It's not just nostalgia, it's neuroscience. Now finally, there's the legacy. When you stay in your home and maintain ownership, your estate still holds that equity for your heirs. If you pass, your kids or your grandkids can choose to sell or refinance. You're not making that choice ahead of time simply because you feel like it's time to go. You haven't given up on value and the emotional memories simply because you wanted to downsize and move into care just to make the home care easier. So let's recap. Mortgages and retirement are tools. It's not a failure. Downsizing can be expensive. People rarely tally up the costs, make phone calls, make inquiries before they dive head in, and then end up realizing they've lost so much of their nest egg. Staying put lets you tap into equity with low-cost financing, and you keep your memories, your health, and your community. Renovations and in-home care let you age in place with dignity, and you preserve your legacy for the next generation. If you're thinking about downsizing purely because you assume it's cheaper, don't assume. Take a moment, run the numbers, consider the lifestyle impact, and consider that staying in your home you love might just be the best financial, emotional, or health decision that you make. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button, subscribe for future pressure-free reverse mortgage education, and ring the bell so you don't miss any future videos. If you've got any questions about how any kind of mortgage could work for you, please drop a line in the comments or visit rewindmortgage.ca to book a free consultation or simply communicate with me via text or email. Thank you for watching. See you on the next one. Bye for now.